Let's go for a dino hunt. We found a Triceratops. They lived about 70 million years ago. These ceratops had 3 horns and a bony neck shield to protect themselves. Scientists believe that they fed on low vegetation because their heads were rather low on their bodies. However, it is likely that they could use their stout bodies and horns to knock down taller trees. They may have eaten a variety of palms, ferns, cycads, and other plants available at that time period. Now we found a pterodactyl. They lived about 145 million years ago. The pterodactyl was a reptile, but unlike snakes and lizards that are cold-blooded, scientists believe pterodactyl to have been warm-blooded because they had fur. Most also had a long pointy teeth, a long beak, a pouch on its neck, and a long bone on top of its head to balance out the weight of its beak. They were carnivores, which means they eat meat, like fish, eggs, and crab. They usually live near the sea, in trees, and in caves. They had wings formed by skin and muscle membrane. We found a Parasaurolophus. They lived about 75 million years ago. It had a crest on its head that forms as a long, curved pipe pointing backwards from the skull. Its diet consisted on twigs and fruits. It had really strong teeth and made loud noises through the big bony tube on its head. It used its big tail to swim in deep water and escape from enemies. I see an Apatosaurus, also called Brontosaurus. They lived about 150 million years ago. The Apatosaurus is one of the largest animals to ever live on Earth. They were heavily constructed. The tail was held above the ground during normal locomotion. They had a single claw on each forelimb and 3 on each hind limb. They had air sacs that make the bones internally full of holes. Its tail may have been used as a whip to create loud noises. They walk on 4 legs. It was very slow moving due to its large weight. They had a really long neck and small head. They were plant eaters. And probably they ate all sorts of plants, including tree leaves and ferns, to maintain their large size. We found the last one, Ankylosaurus. They lived about 83 million years ago. It had a wide, low skull with 2 horns pointing backwards from the back of the head and 2 horns below this that pointed backwards and down. It was covered in armor plates with bony half rings covering the neck. The tail club is thought to have been used in defense against enemies. Its diet consisted of leaves and pulpy fruits.